Today, we're exploring into the world of 15 amazing single-player games that will keep you hooked from start to finish. These aren't just games, they're experiences. Let's jump in. 15. Let's start with something a little different. Far Cry Primal takes you way back, like 10,000 years back. Instead of rifles and grenades, you're armed with spears, bows, and, if you're feeling extra savage, fire. This game throws you into the Stone Age, where survival is raw and brutal. You play as Takar, a hunter, trying to unite his tribe in a world teeming with predators and rival clans. The real stars of this game? The animals. You can tame wolves, bears, and even saber-toothed tigers to fight alongside you. It's a fresh spin on the Far Cry formula, focusing on survival and exploration rather than explosions and chaos. And the visuals? Stunning. From dense forests to snowy mountains, the prehistoric world feels alive and dangerous. It's a perfect game if you're looking for something immersive and unique. 14. Lara Croft is iconic, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the perfect send-off to her origin trilogy. This time, Lara ventures into the dense jungles of South America, hunting for a Mayan artifact that could end the world. No pressure, right? The game is packed with breathtaking environments, hidden tombs, underwater caves, and ancient cities. But it's not just about the visuals. The gameplay strikes a balance between intense combat, clever puzzles, and exploration. Plus, the stealth mechanics are on point. Taking down enemies while blending into the jungle never gets old. What makes this game truly shine, though, is the story. Lara's journey is emotional, exploring her guilt, responsibility, and what it means to be a hero. If you love action-adventure games with a human touch, this one's a must-play. 13. Ever wanted to explore a post-apocalyptic world that feels truly alive? Metro Exodus delivers. This game takes you out of the claustrophobic tunnels of previous Metro games and puts you on a cross-country journey through Russia. You'll encounter frozen wastelands, radioactive swamps, and even lush forests. But don't let the beauty fool you. Danger is everywhere. From mutated creatures to hostile humans, every step feels tense. The survival mechanics, managing ammo, crafting gear, and maintaining your weapons keep you on edge the whole time. But the real gem here? The story. You play as Aryam, fighting for a better life for your people. The characters feel real, and the choices you make can have heartbreaking consequences. If you're a fan of deep storytelling and immersive worlds, Metro Exodus is a journey worth taking. 12. Heartbreaking, haunting, and utterly unforgettable. That's A Plague Tale: Requiem in a nutshell. The game follows siblings Amisha and Hugo as they navigate a world torn apart by war and a deadly plague. The gameplay combines stealth, puzzles, and combat. But what really stands out are the rats. Thousands of them, swarming and devouring anything in their path. It's both terrifying and impressive how the game uses them as both a threat and a puzzle element. What sets this game apart, though, is its emotional depth. Amisha and Hugo's bond is beautifully portrayed, making every danger feel personal. And the visuals? Stunning. From ruined cities to lush countryside, every scene feels alive. If you're looking for a game that hits you in the feels, this one's a must-play. 11. Dark Souls 3 isn't just a game, it's a test of your patience, skill, and determination. Known for its brutal difficulty, this game rewards those who persevere with some of the most satisfying gameplay out there. The world is dark, mysterious, and dripping with atmosphere. Every location feels like it has a story to tell, from the ruined castles to the eerie swamps. And the combat? It's a masterclass in precision. Whether you're dodging massive boss attacks or parrying a knight's sword, every move feels impactful. And let's not forget the bosses. They're huge, terrifying, and unforgettable. Beating one after countless tries is a feeling like no other. If you're up for the challenge, Dark Souls 3 is a game you'll never forget. 10. Imagine waking up on a space station and realizing everything you thought you knew was a lie. That's Prey for you. An underrated sci-fi masterpiece that deserves way more love than it gets. You play as Morgan Yu, trapped aboard Talos Hine, a massive research station overrun by shape-shifting aliens called the Typhon. The coolest part? These aliens can mimic everyday objects, meaning that coffee cup on the table? Yeah, it might try to kill you. The game gives you insane freedom to tackle objectives however you want. Want to go guns blazing? Sure. Prefer hacking your way through security systems? Go for it. You can even inject yourself with alien powers and turn into a literal mug to sneak past enemies. The level design is top tier, reminiscent of BioShock and Dishonored, with a world full of secrets and environmental storytelling. And the atmosphere, pure tension. Every corner hides danger, making survival a constant challenge. If you love immersive, choice-driven gameplay, Prey is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. 9. Zombies? Check. Parkour? Double check. Dying Light takes the undead genre to a whole new level by letting you sprint, climb, and vault your way through a sprawling open world. You play as Kyle Crane, a government agent sent to infiltrate a quarantine zone overrun by zombies. By day, you scavenge, craft weapons, and take on missions. But when the sun goes down, oh boy, the zombies become faster, stronger, and 100 times more terrifying. The parkour system is what makes this game stand out. Climbing buildings, leaping between rooftops, and using your agility to escape hordes feels amazing. And the combat? Brutal and satisfying. Whether you're smashing zombies with a pipe or slicing them with a machete, it never gets old. If you love open-world survival with intense action, Dying Light is an absolute must-play. 8. Hacking has never been this much fun. Watch Dogs improves on the first game in every way, bringing a vibrant and colorful San Francisco to life. You play as Marcus Holloway, a brilliant hacker fighting against an evil tech corporation. But unlike the first game's serious tone, this sequel is full of personality and humor. The world is packed with things to do, from hacking traffic lights to messing with people's phones, and even controlling cars remotely. The missions are creative and let you approach them in multiple ways. Sneak in using drones or go full action with your gadgets. And let's not forget the seamless multiplayer, where you can invade other players' worlds and mess with them. If you're into open-world games with a modern tech twist, Watch Dogs 2 is an absolute blast. 7. Fast, brutal, relentless. Doom Eternal takes everything that made the 2016 reboot great and cranks it up to 11. This is pure, unfiltered action at its best. You play as the Doom Slayer, a one-man army ripping through demonic hordes across Earth and beyond. The combat is a beautiful mix of speed, precision, and strategy. You'll constantly switch between weapons, use your chainsaw for ammo, and manage resources while staying on the move. The level design is incredible, with huge arenas that push you to master movement and combat. And the soundtrack? Pure adrenaline. The heavy metal score perfectly matches the chaos on screen. If you're looking for a game that never lets up and makes you feel like an absolute beast, Doom Eternal is it. 6. Welcome to Yharnam, a city drenched in gothic horror and crawling with nightmarish creatures. Bloodborne is a masterpiece that combines dark fantasy with fast-paced, aggressive combat. Unlike the slow and methodical combat of Dark Souls, Bloodborne encourages you to stay on the offensive. The game's trick weapons are incredible, transforming mid-fight for different playstyles. And the world? It's dripping with lore, from eldritch horrors to hidden secrets that'll leave you questioning everything. The bosses are unforgettable, each more terrifying than the last. And the atmosphere? Absolutely haunting. Whether you're exploring eerie cathedrals or blood-soaked streets, every moment is packed with tension. If you haven't played Bloodborne yet, it's time to face your fears. 5. Set Sail, Pirate Style, Assassin's Creed. Black Flag is hands down one of the best entries in the Assassin's Creed franchise. This game gives you the best of both worlds. Intense parkour action mixed with vast naval exploration. You play as Edward Kenway, a pirate-turned-assassin who gets tangled up in a war between assassins and Templars. But here's the kicker. The real heart of the game is the high seas adventure. Your ship, the Jackdaw, becomes your home base, and the naval combat? It's pure, unadulterated fun. Imagine battling enemy ships, boarding them, and plundering their treasures while outmaneuvering obstacles at sea. The Caribbean is massive, filled with islands to explore, treasures to find, and sea shanties to sing along with. But don't forget the core gameplay, sneaking through cities, assassinating key targets, and uncovering hidden secrets. The story is fantastic, and the freedom you get makes this game feel like a true open-world masterpiece. If you're craving an action-packed pirate adventure with tons of freedom, Black Flag is a must. 4. It's time to swing through the streets of New York. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, is the perfect superhero game. delivering everything you'd expect from a Spider-Man title, but with a fresh, electrifying twist. As Miles Morales, you're learning to take up the mantle of Spider-Man while dealing with the pressures of being a teenager, a student, and a hero. The game is packed with emotional beats, especially with Miles trying to balance his life while facing a dangerous new villain, the Roxxon Corporation. What sets this game apart is the fluidity of its combat and traversal. The web swinging, absolute perfection. It's fast, responsive, and the city feels alive. But Miles' abilities aren't just limited to the usual Spidey powers. His Venom powers add a whole new layer to combat, making each fight feel fresh. The story is heartfelt, the gameplay is exciting, and the visuals are jaw-dropping. If you're a Spider-Man fan or just love a good action-packed adventure, Miles Morales is a must-play. 3. Elden Ring. This game changed the world of open-world RPGs. From the creators of Dark Souls and Bloodborne, Elden Ring takes everything you loved about those games and opens up a massive, interconnected world. Set in the lands between, you play as the Tarnished, an exile trying to restore the shattered Elden Ring. This journey is incredibly challenging, with every enemy you face feeling like a boss fight. From exploring dark forests to climbing massive castles, Elden Ring offers a sense of freedom and adventure like no other game. But it's the combat that steals the show. The intricate melee system, combined with powerful magic, gives you countless ways to approach combat. Plus, the game is filled with epic boss fights, each one more difficult and rewarding than the last. The world is steeped in mystery, and every corner you turn brings something new. If you love tough but fair games, deep lore, and a world full of secrets, Elden Ring is the game that'll leave you hooked for hours. 2. If The Last of Us, Part 2 doesn't leave you emotionally drained by the end, are you even human? This game isn't just an action-adventure. It's a raw, emotional journey that explores love, loss, revenge, and the human condition. You play as Ellie, now a young adult, as she seeks revenge on those who wronged her. But what makes this game special isn't just the action, it's the way it challenges you emotionally. Every decision you make feels personal. You're not just fighting enemies, you're fighting your own emotions. The brutality of combat is matched by the emotional weight of the story. The graphics are top tier, making every cutscene feel like a movie. The world building is insane, with lush environments, detailed characters, and a haunting atmosphere. The gameplay is tight too, with a mix of stealth and action that keeps you on your toes. If you haven't played The Last of Us, Part 2, get ready for a roller coaster ride of emotions. 1. Taking the top spot is Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and for a good reason. This game will challenge you like no other. From Dark Souls, creator Hidetaka Miyazaki, comes a game that's a brutal test of skill, precision, and patience. Set in a fantastical version of feudal Japan, you play as a shinobi named Wolf, on a mission to rescue his kidnapped master and seek revenge on his enemies. The combat is fast, unforgiving, and all about timing. There are no shields here, only your katana and a prosthetic arm that gives you unique abilities. The difficulty is off the charts, but every victory feels so incredibly satisfying. Whether you're fighting bosses that test your reflexes or sneaking through enemy-filled areas. Sekiro demands your full attention, but don't worry. Each failure is a learning experience, and once you've conquered a boss, the feeling is indescribable. If you're up for the challenge and want a game that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, Sekiro is the ultimate test of your skills. If you made it to the end, congratulations. You now have 15 amazing games to check out. But before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because you won't want to miss out on our next video about the 10 best linear games you must play. Trust me, it's a list you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.